Have you noticed that the Republicans aren't saying they're going to win? They're just trying to convince you that the Democrats are going to cheat? That they haven't been out here selling their policies or their plans to make the country better, but using their time and energy to demonize and undermine their opponent. It's because they know they can't win, just like they didn't win in 2020. So they're doing a full court press on voter suppression and manipulation, poll skewing, and endless propaganda to make us think they're winning, despite all evidence to the contrary. Fox News has been prepping their audience for a Republican blowout, using polls that almost always skew right because of outdated polling methods like calling landlines, but also majority owned by Republican operatives who are pushing the same narrative. And that narrative is, anything other than a red wave means the election was stolen. But the Democrats are outperforming Republicans in every demographic: early voting numbers, youth numbers, voter registration. After Roe was reversed, registration in Missouri went up by 627%. Is that a one-off? Nope. Because at the same time, registration in red Kansas went up by over 1,000%. And we saw what happened in their special election. Traditional projections would have the Democrats walking away with this. But these aren't traditional times. So I'm here to tell you what you should expect moving forward. MAGA will show up to vote on Election Day and create what is called the red mirage. A red mirage is what happens when Election Day votes are counted before mail-in votes or early votes, and rural areas, which skew Republican and have a lower population, so take less time to count their ballots, end up posting their results before bigger, bluer cities. This gives the illusion that Republicans are winning. The Republicans have played into this mirage by passing laws in places like Pennsylvania that say you can't count mail-in ballots, which they know skew Democratic, until Election Day, knowing that that means that those votes will be counted last and will allow them to declare victory before all the votes are counted. It plays into their idea of Democratic cheating. Look, we were winning and then suddenly we weren't. It's rigged. No, we just kept counting the votes and you lost your lead. That's not cheating. That's democracy. So far, over 900,000 mail-in ballots have been returned in Pennsylvania, and 70% of them are for registered Democrats. So if you hold back counting those votes, it's going to change what the results look like for a while. While we should have an idea of which direction we're leaning on election night, don't let any pundit tell you that the blue wave is a bust like they did in 2018 or 2020. We have to remember that votes take a long time to count. States with ranked choice voting will be delayed. Some states will end up in runoff elections. Some candidates will refuse to concede. Some votes won't be counted until December. All of this will be used as a tactic for Republicans to claim victory when they haven't won, and then claim fraud when they actually lose. We should expect court challenges, intimidation of poll workers and secretaries of state. There is no doubt that outrage machine will be turned up to an 11, so Republicans can both sow doubt in the results and raise money on people's fury. And finally, I think it would be smart to expect violence and be vigilant to keep yourself safe. I shouldn't have to say that in America, but this is what happens when 1/3 of the country is lied to for 2 straight years and people choose the propaganda they like over the truth that they don't. Republicans have been priming their voters since they lost the last election to not accept any outcome they don't win. So we need to stay calm. And when the Democrats start winning high-profile races and Republicans scream fraud and unleash hell, remember that their goal is to undermine elections so they have a better chance of undermining democracy. We are trying to slow them down in this election, but it's 2024 they really have their eye on, so everything is in service to that. So stay safe, stay vigilant, vote against violence and lies, and prepare for victory. It's going to be a mess for a while, but I think we got this. They wouldn't be freaking out so much if we didn't.